A very good afternoon from wherever you're watching as from. This is Trending News. I am Nancy Nalima. Do stay with me as I bring you up to speed with the stories that are trending at this hour. The hashtag is Trending News at Lookuptv on Twitter, Lookuptv on Facebook, and Lookuptv on our YouTube channel. Let's begin. The Azimio and Kenya Kwanza National Dialogue Committee, the NDC, is meeting today, Friday, over the agenda of the talks. This comes out of the technical teams. Both sides met for deliberations on what will form the agenda of the talks from Tuesday to Thursday. A motion seeking to establish the National Dialogue Committee legally has been forwarded to the Senate after it was adopted in the National Assembly. Following this, Senate Speaker Amason Kingi has called for a special sitting on Tuesday, August 29th. The Senate will consider the motion on Tuesday next week with a view of adopting it. And former IBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati has explained how the electoral agency ensured the August 2022 general elections were free and fair. In a video on his social media, Chebukati said that the IBC leveraged technological improvements to deliver an impeccable election. He said lessons from previous elections in 2013 and 2017 helped the Commission plan better for the 2022 elections.
The security feature here then is each form that 4A has a QR code specific to that polling station. So you cannot transmit this form from any other device or from any other polling station. And that's what we did differently. We created a QR code, a 15-digit QR code for each polling station, and gave the rights to the specific station to the presiding officer so that he can be biometrically identified before he scans and sends the image. So it was not easy to get another form from another place other than that polling station. And each of these forms could then be traced to that polling station. And even the forms we generated at constituency level called that 4B, which are for the 290 constituencies, were also uploaded on the public portal. And the form that 4C, which is the summation of form that 4A's, all the 46,229 forms, giving the result of presidential candidate, was also uploaded on the public portal. So at the end of the day, this information was available for everybody to see. The Commission has the results. It will keep them for the next 3 years, and anybody who wishes to interact with them is free to engage the Commission.
President RUTO has today toured the Gusii region, launching different projects. President, while addressing residents of Kisii and Nyamira, championed his bottom-up economic model, assuring the country that his government is on track to deliver on its promises. The president led the inspection of Nyasiongo Market in Nyamira and inspection of Omurugiramo and Nyansara roads in Nyamasenge in Kisii County. The president also took a swipe at opposition for their protest, castigating them for what he termed as destroying property during protests.
Jambo ingine tumekataa ni maneno ya maandamano. Hatuwezi kukubali mambo ya maandamano ya kuharibu mali ya wananchi. Watu wanafanya maandamano, wanalete fujo, maisha inapotea, wanaharibu mali ya wananchi, wanachoma barabara, wanaharibu biashara ya wananchi, wanaharibu mali ya umma, wanalete matatizo. Mimi nimewaambia hawa jamaa, kama mtu anataka maandamano na anaona maandamano ni ya muhimu na iko na faida, kwanza alete bibi yake na mtoto wake, watupe mawe, waendelee na maandamano, ndio tujue kwamba maandamano iko na faida. Ama namna gani? Mumeona bibi hawa watu wakiwa kwa maandamano? Mumeona watoto wao wakiwa kwa maandamano? Wanalete watoto wa watu maskini kuwapiganisha na polisi, alafu tunapoteza maisha, tunaharibu mali, na watoto wao wako salama, watoto wao bibi zao wako nyumbani, wanaweka poda kwa nywele na mambo ingine. Hiyo maneno tutakomesha. Mimi naheshimu watu wa upinzani, wako na majukumu ya kikatiba ya kuhakikisha kwamba serikali inafanya kazi, kuhakikisha kwamba miradi ya serikali inatekelezwa vilivyo. Hiyo ni kazi ambayo wamepatiwa na katiba ya Kenya, lakini hawajapatiwa na katiba ya Kenya ati mpango ya kulete fujo, ati kuharibu mali, ati kuchoma biashara ya wananchi na kuchoma mali ya umma. That is nowhere in the Constitution of Kenya. Na nimerahisisha hata kazi yao. Nimewaambia tutengeneze ofisi ya leader of opposition, anakaa katika ofisi ya serikali, akosoe serikali kutoka asubuhi mpaka jioni, lakini hawaje kuchoma mali ya wananchi. Ama namna gani?
Now, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has revealed that cartels in the coffee industry are attempting to sabotage the government's plans for coffee reforms. Addressing the media in Karen on Friday, the DP said the road to reforms has seen many disruptions by the cartels. But however, the DP vowed that the Kenya Kwanza government will remain unbowed on coffee reforms.
The President has already instructed that the National Treasury is on standby. In case these cartels refuse to buy coffee to create an artificial crisis to stop us from the reforms, the National Treasury will set aside money to buy coffee from the farmers as we push these reforms. So I want to tell these cartels that trick of stopping to buy coffee to create a crisis will not work. As we talk, we have already put money in the budget for 2023-2024 to enhance the capacity of our mills in Dadora, in Sagana, and in Meru. So the reforms have begun in earnest. Even before you get to the legislative framework, KPCU will be up and running. Again, please look at the issue of multiple licensing. Through these reforms, through the regulations, through the amendments to the Cooperative Act and the Coffee Bill, please look for a mechanism on how to restore huge societies so that we can benefit from economies of scale. And this can be done through legislation. Of course, the officials will fight. Again, we must be prepared. Naysayers and cartels are working hard against us. Since the coffee conference in Meru County, the market has been disrupted to majorly sway the farmers' trust in these reforms. I want to reassure the farmer that we will not be intimidated to cow in. We have put in place measures to cushion farmers in case the market is negatively affected as we undertake this radical surgery.
Away from that, Kirinyaga woman representative Njeri Minor has today recorded a statement at the Kerugoya police station following fracas that erupted and led to her head injury on Monday. The county woman rep arrived in a wheelchair, was accompanied by senior counsel Tiende Amolo, local county MCAs Eric Mushina, David Mathenge and Moses Migwi. Minor was also joined by a section of her supporters, especially women, who are chanting her slogans and songs outside the police station. On Tuesday, the woman representative was rushed to Kerugoya Hospital before being transferred to Nairobi Hospital for further treatment after sustaining head injuries during a melee that occurred in confrontation between two factions engaging in stone throwing. Now, the National Government Constituency Development Fund Committee in Rarieda is in the process of developing a strategic plan that will guide their operations over the next 5 years. The chairman, Michael Omino, said that the 2023 to 2028 strategic plan will focus on key areas like education, security and environmental sectors. That is, the fund is mandated to cover. Accounts Manager Kennedy Chacha revealed that so far they have pending projects amounting to about 16 million shillings, which will be completed before starting new ones.
My name is Michael Omino Hamisi. I'm the chairman, NGCDF Rarieda constituency. Today we have a stakeholders meeting for Rarieda. As you know, NGCDF covers critical areas which are basically in education sector, security sector, the environment, and those critical areas that we have drawn participants for this particular meeting. There are representatives here from the security sector. We have representatives here from the education sector. We have representatives from the community as such in general. And everybody is represented, and for the purpose of drawing, collecting opinions for the strategic plan that we are currently undertaking to do.
As a requirement, the NGCDF board guidelines under the Act stipulates that we have to complete ongoing projects before we we start new projects. That one is there in the Act, and we normally insist, and even the committee has been advised that there is no project that can be started before you complete the other one.
I'm Peter Ochwal, Principal Mahayamik Secondary School, and also the chairman of KESHA, that is Kenya Secondary School Health Association Rarieda Sub-County. The process of strategic planning that we have initiated by the committee of CDF in Rarieda is going to assist in identifying and completion of projects which had been started earlier before the new projects are initiated and also done in the constituency.
Selected us specifically to come and to come what has been prioritized, and we have just mentioned a few. You can.
And residents from the Raga constituency have praised the launch of the construction of several roads in the area President William Ruto launched yesterday in Shamata Trading Center. The road connects Shamata Subuku Mailukumi, Shamata Kaka Kariamu, and Shamata Pesi in the Raga will be constructed to bitumen at a cost of 1.6 billion shillings and will open up the constituency that has been neglected for long.
Ile mradi ya barabara kutoka Vezi Geshagi imekuja yote mpaka ng'ambo hii inaelekea Muoroto. Nimefurahi sana kwa vile mimi nalimega huko chini, siwezi beba mzigo na bega. Sasa gari itakuja penye mimi nafanyia kazi.
Na tunafurahi sana kwa kungojea Bwana William Ruto, rais wetu mtukufu, shauri anakuja kutuletea maendeleo ya barabara. Sasa barabara ikitengenezwa, safari itakuwa sawa sawa na chakula itakuwa ikitoka kwa mashamba na njia mzuri, hata wakulima watakuwa na furahi sana.
Mimi na bebaga na bodaboda, pikipiki zetu zinaharibika sana kwa hii barabara. Sasa ikiwekwa rami, sisi tutafaidika sana. Na upande wa mazao tutakuwa tukitransportiwa vizuri, tunanunuliwa bei nzuri.
And the process of land community registration in Isiolo County, which had stalled for years due to failure by elders of the various communities to agree on contentious issues such as name and units of registration, is now set to move on smoothly, following a breakthrough where elders from the respective communities agreed to settle on the sub-county level as a unit of registration, while the name Waso Borana Community Land will also be dropped in favor of the already existing sub-county names, which do not bear names of any ethnic community.
Ilikuwa tukuja tuombe ruhusa kwa sababu sisi ni mara ya kwanza. Wakati mlitana watu tantana kuna mtokana
kitu kwanza sisi ambaye Isiolo mara kwa mara tunakuwa katika election baada kutoka kwa kura kupiga kura, tunakuwa na vita ya kabila. Kila mmoja anazozana, yule anapata kiti anapiga watu, yule anakosa kiti anapiga wengine. Basi vita hiyo inaendelea makatano, tunakuwa tunapoteza kila wakati. Tukaitana sisi jamii ya Sakuye, jamii ya Borana, jamii ya Gabra, zote tulikaa pamoja, tukaondoa tofauti yetu ili tupate kusajili nchi yetu, ardhi yetu. Hayo tumeendesha kwa kabila nyingine, tukaitana wazee wa Meru, tukaitana wazee wa Turkana, tukaitana Samburu, Somali, kabila tano yote ambayo iko hapa. Tukaitana tukakubaliana ya kwamba lazima tuondoe tofauti yetu ya siasa, tuwe kitu kimoja. Sisi tunaomba serikali yetu, serikali ya mtaa, serikali ya county ya devolution na serikali kuu ya kwamba tunahitaji sana ardhi yetu kusajiliwa. Sisi napenda kwa sababu kila mmoja ananyemelea hii ardhi. Ardhi yetu iko center, ardhi yetu inaendelea, nchi yetu inaendelea, town yetu inaendelea kwa kubwa. Basi kwa hivyo tunataka iwe tusajiliwe kama community land.
Current discussion is now the harmonization of the model of community land registration. So some wards they are talking they want to register as a ward, others want to register as a county. But the Council of Elders now they have taken a role as an elders and giving awareness of the community, giving the information why is it good to register as a ward or as a sub-county. So once they conclude the entire process, they will get discussed now with the government to start to finalize now the process of community land registration.
And out to some sports news. Malkia strikers thrashed rivals Egypt in the finals of the African Nations Championship in Cameroon to reclaim 10th continental title. The 8-year wait came to a victorious end when the team dominated the game to finish 3-0 against the Egyptian side. The win has qualified them for the 2024 Paris Olympics as well as the 2025 Volleyball Women's World Championship of the African Volleyball Confederation.
And I'm really proud of what the ladies' commitment since we started this project 3 years ago. And they've been responding very well to the plan I put for them, I set for them. And today they showed that the Kenya is back.
Tulikuwa nataka to make history, but leo make history. Nashukuru Mungu.
And we've come to the end of the broadcast this afternoon, but keep it right here on Lookuptv, and this is what you can be expecting at 7 p.m. Lookup Tarifa, and at 9 p.m. Lookup Weekend. As we usher in the weekend, we'll be taking a look at the coffee reforms that was Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua earlier today at the State House, as well as the President, who is talking about ways to curb corruption in the country. We're also keeping an eye on the Kirinyaga woman representative who filed a complaint at the police station today following the attack on Monday that led to her being admitted in hospital. We'll be giving that story in details, and of course we'll be having a lot of sporting action at that time as well. But for now, it's goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. I am Nancy Nalima. Have a lovely afternoon.